Many different variations. These are my Dragon Bombs, and you are going to love them. Let's get into this. So let's start with our filling. First, we need a block of softened cream cheese. Next, we're going to come in with some Chipotle peppers. They come in a can like this. I like to take a couple peppers out, chop them up real good, and then add a couple tablespoons of the adobo sauce. That's what the Chipotles come in. Next, I'm coming in with some garlic, and not just some garlic, 7 cloves of garlic. If you've got a garlic press, I highly recommend. Otherwise, mince those kids up, use a food processor, whatever. If you got a garlic press, use a spoon or a knife to scrape off that last little bit of garlic when you're done. And then we, of course, season everything with some kosher salt and some freshly ground black pepper. And then the reason I tell you to use some softened cream cheese is because you got to give this kid a good, thorough mixing. And once it's thoroughly mixed, transfer everything to a Ziploc bag, and as you're zipping it up, squeeze as much of the air out as possible. Give it a good mush around, leave yourself a little air at the tip, and cut that off so that you can use it as a piping bag. Now that our filling is ready, we need something to stuff it in. I've got 8 peppers here. We're going to start by lopping the stem off, cutting it lengthwise to turn it into 2 little canoes. And then we want to clean this inside out, the ribs and seeds. That's where all the spice is. You can leave some of it behind if you want it to be a little spicier. Otherwise, clean it as thoroughly as possible. And 8 peppers will turn into 16 Dragon Bombs. So once all your peppers are cleaned, I like to put them into some foil trays and then take my piping bag, my mock piping bag, and fill these kids up. And when your boats are all filled, this is what you've got. Now, we're going to top these kids with some Lil Smokies. That's right, Lil Smoky's making a comeback on All American Cooking. Very simply, put a little smoky on each one of these peppers. Now, it wouldn't be a bacon-wrapped delicacy without bacon. That's right. Now, figure this out, right? 16 slices of bacon in a pound, 8 peppers sliced in half, 16 peppers. Did I do that on purpose? You betcha I did. Just wrap these kids up. Doesn't have to be real fancy. And now that you've got your little bundles of joy all wrapped up, I like to dust them with some Brown Sugar Bourbon rub. This adds tremendous flavor. So now these kids are going to go into my electric smoker with some bourbon soaked oak at 225 for 45 minutes. Now it's time to make a sauce for on top. I've got a cup of raspberry preserves. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the adobo sauce from the Chipotle peppers, followed by about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Next, I'm going to come in with about a tablespoon or so of roasted garlic powder. A little bit more Chipotle flavor is needed, so let's do that in the form of Chipotle chili powder, about a teaspoon or so, and then some sweetness in the form of some homemade honey, thanks to my cousin. Any honey will do, about a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons, depends on how sweet you want it. And then, of course, every sauce that I make gets a little pinch of kosher salt, and this one is going to get my peppercorn medley that you guys know I love. Once it's seasoned, give it a good thorough mix. This sauce isn't just for Dragon Bombs. It goes great on pork, goes great on chicken wings. Make this sauce. If you get nothing else from today, make this sauce. Now here's our bombs. Fresh out of the smoker, that bacon is crisp. The smoke flavor from the bourbon-soaked oak absolutely smells amazing. So we're just going to finish them off with some of this beautiful raspberry garlic honey chipotle sauce. Oh, these are the best ever. Don't eat boring food. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time on All American Cooking.